We enjoy role-playing games, which allow us to discover not only brand new worlds, but also new characters. And let us create our own player characters to experience the story and plot from their point of view. So here are the best upcoming role-playing games in 2023. Number 6. Lies of P. The action role-playing game Lies of P has a Souls-like feel to it. You play as Pinocchio in this historical video game, set in the European Belle Epoque. That's correct, it's the Pinocchio from the well-known Italian literature, created by Geppetto the Woodcarver. In the city of Crant, Geppetto must be located, and this is the central theme of the story. The mission system in Lies of P is procedural, and your decisions affect how the game ends. You must lie to other people while playing the role of Pinocchio, and your falsehoods will somehow affect how the story ends.
In the box, liar.
Number 5. Baldur's Gate 3. One of the most recognizable Western RPG series of all time is Baldur's Gate. It is on level with games like Shadowrun and Wasteland. In Baldur's Gate 3, players can explore a sizable open world alone or cooperatively with up to 3 people. Because no one has to stick together during online play, there should be room for engaging narratives. Players of tabletop role-playing games should feel at home with its turn-based combat, which is based on the 5th edition rules of Dungeons & Dragons. The game world can also be paused at any time so that players can scan the area, plan ambushes, or slip past foes who are unaware of their existence.
But I'm feeling inspired.
Number 4. Hogwarts Legacy. Who among us hasn't fantasized about attending Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry? The Harry Potter novels and films created a beautiful picture of what it would be like to visit, and through certain activities, we had the opportunity to take on the role of Harry Potter as he explored the school. But in Hogwarts Legacy, we finally get to go on our own adventure. We'll have our own witch or wizard, live in the house of our choice, attend classes, study all kinds of spells, communicate with magical beings, and more. There will be risks, and your decisions will have an impact on the entire game. But isn't that danger worth the reward if it means having a chance to attend Hogwarts?
An ancient knowledge, long gone from this world.
Number 3. Dragon Age Dreadwolf. How long has it been since the release of the latest Dragon Age game? Almost 10 years? Seriously? So it's fortunate that we know Dragon Age Dreadwolf is finally coming out, isn't it? Dragon Age 4, which has been long delayed, does appear to be making progress, which is fortunate for us because it means we won't have to wait too long to play it. A vast fantasy role-playing game in the vein of older games is what you can anticipate, hopefully with some of the BioWare charm that initially made us swoon over Dragon Age. Although there is still plenty we don't know about the game, there is optimism, and for the time being that is sufficient. Number 2. Forspoken. Forspoken is the second commercial game to use the Luminous engine, and it was created by Luminous Productions. It will be intriguing to watch how the studio advances that technique with contemporary hardware after making its debut with Final Fantasy XV. The protagonist of the story is a New Yorker who finds herself unexpectedly in the fantasy country of Athia. Curiously, this move also results in the discovery of a new magical affinity. Combat is solely controlled by ranged magic spells, unlike many other RPGs. Its open universe also heavily emphasizes traversal because Faye is adept at climbing cliffs and structures.
Hello, yes.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah!
Number 1. Starfield. First-person sci-fi role-playing game Starfield. Despite fair criticism leveled at some of its flaws, the studio keeps creating engaging environments that players enjoy exploring and tend to get lost in. Starfield, according to Bethesda, will feature 1,000 explorable planets and more than 100 star systems. This is accomplished via a combination of procedural generation and handcrafted worlds. The durability of the game depends on how effectively the procedural generation technology works and how interesting the primary planets are. Now, these are the games I picked for you. Tell me which game you like or which game you want to replace from this list. And if you like this video, then please consider subscribing to our channel.
Main engines go. Ignition.
To discover what's out there.
Good luck, Constellation. You are go for